Well, hi, and welcome back to a new episode from me. I haven't been on here since summer, I think. You can see it's winter outside here, beautiful. I got white albums behind me, and it's quite chilly. Really not this chilly, but I don't need to fix my hair. Okay, I thought I would do a quick run through the best 45s I found this year, so bear with me. I will start with the 60s. The Touch, Not So Fine. A fantastic garage song with great hooks, a bit psychedelic sounds as well. It's late 60s. No Shame is also a nice song, but Not So Fine is absolutely brilliant. I highly recommend to check it out. It's on YouTube. Here's a British gem, Hey Bulldog with The Gods, featuring Ken Hensley, the keyboardist for Uriah Heep later. This was released in 1969, and Hey Bulldog is the Beatles song in a really nice pop psych version. And Real Love Guaranteed on the flip side is more of a heavy guitar psychedelic tune. Absolutely fantastic, nice to find in such a great condition here in Sweden, I think. Here's a Swedish gem. November is the name of this band. They released 3 records, 3 LPs. Mount Everest is from their first album, and Cinderella is unique for this 45. They played Black Sabbath influenced hard rock, but all the lyrics was in Swedish. It was released in 1970, so here is the Cinderella side on Sonnet Records. Happy to find this one. It's not expensive, but it's difficult to find. I have a few international artists with Swedish, Danish or Norwegian sleeves that are, I would say, some of them are quite rare and others not. Here we have the Easy Beats with a great song, Good Times. It's quite heavy, freak beat. Steve Marriott is on backing vocals. It sounds a bit like Small Faces actually. Really nice 45, and I really like the unique picture sleeve, and also the label is looking good, I think, in this Swedish pressing. It's from 1968. Here's another one I just found the other day, Jerry Butler and Betty Everett. Let It Be Me is the A-side. It's a slow ballad sort of song with lots of strings and stuff. But the flip side is Ain't That Loving You Baby, the Jimmy Reed song. And it's a really nice version. It was released in 1964. I think this is not easy to find. I have never seen it myself, and it's a bit of an oversized sleeve, and they are often in very bad condition if you find them. But this was really nice, and it was released on Carousel. Here we have it. Another tough to find 45 here in Sweden is the Trashmen, Bad News. On the Move is the flip side. It was released on Stateside in 1964, and the sleeve is quite rare. I have seen the 45 without the sleeve, but I was really happy to find the one with such a nice sleeve. Here's a really common record with a Swedish unique sleeve, the Rolling Stones, Street Fighting Man. Well, it's a big hit, but when you find this, it's often very beat. But this was in really nice shape, so I had to buy it. It's a nice Decca label here, released in 1968. Two other bands that I have been collecting quite a lot with this year is two British bands, Stray and Stack Waddy. I will start with Stray. This is Italian release, and Only What You Make It on the flip side is that song was released I think in Germany and maybe some other country on 45, but All in Your Mind is really tough to find. If you want that song on 45, you need to buy this Italian release or find their first UK 45, which is nearly impossible to find. When I bought this, it was listed without the sleeve, so I didn't know that the sleeve was included. So that was a bit of a surprise when I got it. Released in 1971, and it's heavy seek with fantastic musicianship. I really love Stray. You can see their debut album back here, which I also bought this year. The other band, Stack Waddy, features the song Susie Q and Roadrunner. Roadrunner was on the British release, but this is the French release, which has put Roadrunner on the B side and included Susie Q on the A side. And Susie Q is unique for this French release. So is the picture sleeve. Quite nice. I think it's from 1971. Really great blues rock with a Captain Beefheart twist on the vocals. That is the best I can describe Stack Waddy. They are absolutely fantastic. A few other 60s games. I have this one, Panther Records, Melvin London. I would pull it out here so you can see. It's a great soul double-sider. Absolutely brilliant and tough to find Texas soul. Your Love Is Like Fire is the flip side. It's fantastic soul. It's from the late 60s. If I remember correctly, it's from 1968. But it's absolutely brilliant. Another one I found locally here in Sweden is Betty Everett, I Can't Hear You. It's a bit of a northern soul style song, I suppose. Great up tempo. Cheap 45, but great music. Here's another not that expensive 45, Aaron Neville, How Could I Help But Love You, on Minute. I think it's from 1964 if I remember correctly. But it's such a great song. It blew my mind when I found it. Another soul record. This is the flip side. Patty and the Emblems. You took advantage of a good thing. It's the flip side to Music Makes Me Want to Dance. But the flip side is a jazzy R&B song. I think it's from 1964 as well. I highly recommend checking it out. Here's, I think it was maybe late 50s or early 60s. I don't remember actually. And it's a New York recording, I think. But it has got a mambo sound or something like that. Fidel Castro is the A side, and vocal by the mighty King Cobra. Claude Brewster and his Rhythm Kings is backing him up, and it's released on Limey Records. It's a tough one to find, but both sides are great. It's a swinging R&B songs with a Caribbean influence. I have uploaded the songs on my YouTube channel, so I recommend checking it out. Another one that I bought was a Canadian press of this Paul Butterfield blues band. I bought it for this side, One More Heartache, a cover of the Marvin Gaye song. But yeah, it's a great cover version, but also A side, Run Out of Time, is an original song, and it's great as well. Released in 1967 or 68 on Elektra. Great double-sider. Okay, I will speak about power pop 45s, and here is maybe the greatest highlight, I don't know. Chris Bell, I Am the Cosmos. I mean, it's a legendary power pop record on Car Records. You and Your Sister is on the flip side. Released in 1978. Great 45. Another great 45 that I think I have had it in an earlier episode this spring, and I played Teenage Treats as well. It's a British band, the Wasps. Great punk. Well, great punk with a power pop sound on 4Play from 1977. Absolutely brilliant band and record. Here we have the Cheapskates. I think they were from New York, if I remember correctly, and this was on Midnight Records. Run Better Run is the A-side, and a fantastic song. It's a big favorite of mine. Here's the back cover. Another classic power pop band, 2020, Giving It All Under the Freeway is the songs featured on this one. Released on Bomb Records in 1978. Great power pop. Another classic power pop 45, the Decibels first one, black and white. Nice cover as well there, on Shake Records. Cheap but great. Here's the Australian band, Sunny Boys. Show Some Discipline. Fantastic power pop rock. I don't know, it's a lot of rock and roll in their music, but with great hooks, so it sort of suits with the power pop theme as well, I think. Guts of Iron is the flip side. Guts of Iron were recorded in 1981, while the A-side and this 45 is from 83. Here we have a mod revival band, the Mod Frames, Still Smiling Today, and Little Miss Lonely Heart on the flip side. I don't remember exactly when this was released, probably early 80s or maybe late 70s. Yang Lee, mod revival, garage, yeah, sort of rock. Great. Okay, here's a Swedish game, the Vertex. Tonight the Sky Will Be Ours. A real rare game from Sweden. It's a very primitive power pop, mod revival, punk. It's everything is there, but definitely suitable in the power pop theme. It was released in 1981. Here you can see. Really nice. At the same record store, at the same occasion, I found their second 45 as well. And both records are in fantastic shape. Yeah, they were not cheap, but I had to have them. Feel in Love and John is the songs on this one, also from 1981. Okay, I also have found the Soft Boys. Only the Stones Remain, backed with the Asking Tree. An Armageddon Records. Soft Boys related, Robin Hitchcock and the Egyptians. If You Were a Priest, backed with the Crawling, from 1986 on Glassfish. Great 45 as well. I love almost everything Robin Hitchcock did in the 80s. I don't know if to call it power pop, but well, it fits here anyway, I think. But absolutely fantastic 60s influenced pop and rock. Okay, the punk rock records are left. I'm going through those as well. John and the Self-Abusers. Fantastic punk from 1977 on Chiswick. My favorite is the B-side, Dead Vandals. Here we have Saints and Sinners. Alternative TV, How Much Longer, backed with You Bastard. Absolutely brilliant punk 45. These guys played straight ahead punk rock on this 45 from 1977, but on later 45s they experimented a lot, and they were one of the first punk bands to be influenced by ska and reggae. Robin Tyner and the Hot Rods. It's basically then the Hot Rods without Eddie. Great punk rock or pub rock or whatever. Yeah, oh sorry. Till the Night Is Gone is the A side and the better side, I guess. From 1977. Violent Femmes with the 45 Ugly, backed with Give Me the Car. Really nice UK sleeve here. Released on Slash and Rough Trade. Nice labels. Yeah, it's from 1983. The Maniacs. This is members from the band The Rings. Chelsea 77 is a fantastic punk rock song. Released on UA in 1977. Another game that I found just recently, The Jerks, with a great song, Get Your Woofing Dog Off Me. Underground Records. Oh, sorry. Hold My Hand is the flip side. But the A side is the real game, I think. Here's the back sleeve. A great picture sleeve, I think. I also bought the Valves, Robot Love, and For Adults Only. An anti-fascist song. Fantastic band and fantastic 45. I also bought their second 45, which is almost as great, or maybe just as great, I don't know. It's absolutely brilliant anyway. It was released in 1977. And maybe the highlight of the year, Crime, the San Francisco punk rock band, with the Hotwire My Heart, Baby You're So Repulsive. Tough to find. Self-released on Crime Music in 1976. And two Swedish games. Living Sacrifice, a female punk rock band from Stockholm, with the A side, well, I can't say it on YouTube, I guess, F off. And the B side is fantastic. It's a cover of AC/DC's Rocker. I think they look so great. They look like they are real rockers. I would love to have seen them live. Here we have them as well. Nice labels, I think. On Rosa Honung Records or Pink Honey Records. Released in 1981. And last but not least, Dr. Seke, Udda Pälsar. I don't know how to translate Udda Pälsar. Odd furs, I guess. But it includes the song Jag ska aldrig dö. It's roughly translated I shall never die. Absolutely brilliant punk rock song, and maybe the best punk rock song written in Sweden. I don't know, but it became famous on a compilation in the 80s and highly collectible after that. So I've been wanting this one since I was a teen, and now I have found it. Absolutely fantastic. Jag ska aldrig dö. I shall never die. Okay. That was it. I hope you enjoyed my little run through of 45s here. See you. Bye.